Now that our dough is rolled out, it's time to cut, fill, and seal the pierogi. I'll show you a few different methods, from the simplest setup to more specialized tools, so you can choose what works best with what you have. Let's get started. The simplest tool you can use is a glass or a mug. Anything with a diameter of about 3.5 to 5 inches or 9 to 12 centimeters and a sharp enough edge to cut cleanly through the dough will work. Cut out a circle of dough, then place about a tablespoon of filling in the center. Try to keep the filling away from the edges. That's key for a good seal. If the dough feels dry or doesn't want to stick, run a lightly wet finger around the edge of the dough. This isn't always necessary, but it helps a lot if sealing is tricky. Fold the dough over the filling, bringing the two halves together. Start pinching in the center, then work your way toward the sides until the pierogi is fully sealed. If you want a more decorative seal, press the edge gently with a fork, working from one side to the other. If your filling is a bit wetter or keeps sliding around when you try to seal, shaping the pierogi in your hand can make things much easier. Form a loose cup in one hand, place the cutout dough inside, add the filling, and then pinch and seal using the fingers of your other hand. You can also use an actual cup for this. Here, I'm using a measuring cup that happens to be just the right size. Lightly flour the cup, place the dough inside, add the filling, and seal as usual. This helps keeps everything controlled. And just as a heads up, things go a lot faster if you don't overfill the pierogi. Another option is a traditional pierogi cutter. Use the cutter to cut out a circle of dough, then stretch it slightly with your hands or a rolling pin so it fits comfortably inside the cutter. Place the dough into the cutter, making sure it covers the areas that will come together to form the seal. Add the filling, then close the cutter and press firmly to seal the pierogi. This method gives a very consistent shape and a clean looking edge. There are also tools that cut and seal the pierogi at the same time. With these, you place the filling directly on the rolled out dough, fold the dough over the filling, and use the tool to cut and seal each pierogi. One thing to keep in mind is that the seal these tools create is quite thin. If your filling is on the wetter side, the pierogi may open while resting or during cooking, so handle them with care or go with a different setup. No matter which method you use, place the finished pierogi on a lightly floured surface so they don't stick. Cover them with a slightly damp towel to prevent them from drying out while you finish the rest. Continue rolling out the remaining dough, combining it with the scraps as needed, and use up the rest of the filling. At this point, the pierogi are ready for cooking, which we'll cover in the next lesson.